far would you go to get the best medical care? An Indiana woman drives several hours to Detroit and the Karmanos Cancer Institute every 3 weeks.
Fox 2's Dina Santofanti shows us that those trips are keeping her alive and they're giving her plenty to celebrate this holiday season.
The first couple Christmases after I was diagnosed, I wondered if will this be my last Christmas? But I don't really go there anymore. I mean, I love Christmas.
Married 25 years with 2 teenage sons, 44-year-old Stephanie Strickland says for now, life is looking pretty bright after some very dark days.
In April of 2010, I had a seizure. No other symptoms other than that seizure.
That seizure at her son's soccer game sends her to the hospital where scans would reveal a shocking reality.
When they took me into the hospital that day, they found that I had a lump in my lung and also a bunch of metastasis to my head. So I was stage 4 lung cancer.
So you went from being a healthy wife, mom, and then you find out you have stage 4 cancer that has spread to your brain.
Right. No idea that I was sick whatsoever. I felt great.
Breathe in and out.
She never smoked. Instead, Stephanie's lung cancer was triggered by a genetic mutation. The exciting part? New drugs are being studied to treat this type of lung cancer. That's what brought her to Karmanos and oncologist Sharice Gadgil.
This was one of the areas of involvement. And
Stephanie signed on to test one of the trial drugs, and just look at her CAT scans. It's working.
This is the area.
That's cancer.
That is cancer.
This is the cancer in her right lung 6 months ago, and now it's almost gone.
You do still see some haziness, so it's not completely gone, but it's far less than what it was before.
So this is really good.
This is very good.
It's the same story with the cancer in her brain.
This whitish changes on the scan, and these have now completely cleared.
So this looks much better.
Yeah.
This drug is saving her life, right?
Yeah, I mean, there is a possibility, who knows what would have happened, that if she had not had this treatment, she could have been a lot more ill by now, and who knows, may even have passed away by now.
How long will you stay on this drug, do you know?
As long as it works.
Yeah. Unfortunately, everyone develops resistance to the drugs over time, so one drug doesn't bring a long-term solution. But Stephanie knows, as long as she has science on her side, she can look at her future and her family with a little more hope.
Of course, I want to see their weddings. So I'm going for their weddings and their graduations and all that kind of thing. Those are my minimum goals. My outward goals are, want to see my grandkids and play with my grandkids and all the stuff that everybody else wants to do.
And keep in mind that Stephanie is testing out this drug not just for herself, but for future generations. The drug is getting breakthrough status, which means the FDA should fast-track its approval. There are many cutting-edge drug trials happening at Karmanos. In fact, there's even an app to learn about them. So we'll give you the links that you need on myfoxdetroit.com. That's HealthWorks. I'm Dina Santofanti.